Hey everybody, it's Valentine's in Memphis, the beginning of Snowmageddon 2021. So I'm going to do a quick walk around of the Jeep here in front of one of our favorite murals in Midtown Memphis. I'm going to start around, do the outside, and we'll go around it and then take a look at the inside, show you all the modifications that we've made on the JL since we've owned it. All right, first off, we have our KO2s on Raceline Outlander wheels. We've had these about 3 months. Previously had some Milestar Patagonias. I just recently did a review on those on my podcast this past week. But what we have coming around from there is the Baja Design fog lights that are wired into the factory fog switch. Baja Design light bar, Factor 55 flat hook, barricade winch, and a barricade front bumper, barricade extreme front bumper. I have a black grill that I took off, or I bought from a guy that had a 2020 Rubicon, and we may end up changing this out. Still have the original Stingray grill, but we may have this one sprayed with bed liner. Hadn't really decided, but kind of like the look, the way it offsets. Of course, our High Point Overland topo graphic on the hood, high lift jack, of course our windshield banner. We have more Baja Design lights here on the mounts for the high lift jack, and my Baja Design ditch lights. Of course, climb to safety. A lot of people ask us, that's a reference to a Widespread Panic song. We thought it was appropriate. We didn't want to, we just couldn't come up with a name that we thought was cool enough for this Jeep. And we're big Widespread Panic fans, so that's kind of the story behind that. Overland Bound member, got the badges. I had Rugged Ridge rock sliders originally that were put on this Jeep, but I ended up putting some Rubicon factory sliders on there. There's a little bit narrower profile, easier to get in and out of the Jeep. Of course, our sticker collection here on the back glass. We like to, cover places when we go do our rides and different things. We like to get stickers to kind of memorialize those trips and look back and think of the memories from those trips. It's not most people's thing, but we like stickers, so it is what it is. We recently upgraded our taillights off of a 2020 or 2021 Sahara, I believe. Plug and play. It's a really cool addition. I've never really liked the sport taillights. VKS frame caps, direct bolt on when we did our rear bumper delete. These cover the open gaps in the frame and give you a D-ring mount. Mopar tow hitch. We've got a Rugged Ridge spare tire, relocate, reinforcement. We've not done anything with the hinges yet. That's coming up. That's definitely on our list. And I've also got a Terraflex spare tire mount that I want to install that's a little bit heavier than the Rugged Ridge. Obviously 35-inch tires. All we've done as far as the suspension is up to this point was a rough country spacer lift, but I plan on going with an AEV lift later this winter. Definitely have it on before the spring. that's what we finally decided to do with it, and show you here on the inside. We've got our front runner tailgate table. It's got the slide out. Most of y'all are familiar with those. Goose gear, 60% rear seat delete, platform, our Dometic fridge slide here that is normally the home of our National Luna 50 fridge. Of course, our fire extinguisher. We have from Blue Ridge Overland, we have our attic here that we stuff our jackets and different things in when we're traveling. Our molly bags on the backs of the front seats there. That's comes in handy when we're at camp. We pretty much stuff all of those compartments. Of course, with our goose gear, we have our recovery gear in this bag, but we keep most of our tools and whatnot in these compartments here. I'll eventually get rid of this seat and complete the platform in the back for more storage. It just makes it a little bit more convenient for things. And then we have here on the inside, we have our vector bar. We have our phone mounts from 67 Design, GoPro mount, just an inexpensive iPad holder for when we're using Gaia on the trail. And then we have our Midland radio here. We have a overhead molly panel coming in that I'll probably move the radio up there with an external speaker. That'll probably be in this week. And then up top, of course, the best top, Sunrider. We had the full Trek top, but didn't really like it with the wind noise and things. Made it hard for us to get to our fridge when we were doing the Georgia Traverse this past summer, so we decided to go back with the hard top, and just recently put this Sunrider on. But there it is. Trying to think of anything else I may have forgotten. It's a 2-liter turbo. We love it. Never really thought that with the 4-cylinder history that I had with my Cherokee, 2 or 3 Cherokees I've had back in the 90s, you know, they were dogs, didn't have a lot of power, but definitely sold on this 2-liter turbo when I did the test drive at the dealership. We had our mind made up on another Jeep until I test drove this and said, let's do that, because at the time we had a teardrop we were pulling, and I was looking for that torque and the mileage savings on the gas mileage. But it's definitely been a good Jeep. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. I'll do maybe a more in-depth walk around at camp on our next trip. Just thought it'd be cool to get out here in this weather before it gets too nasty today and tomorrow. If y'all have any questions, leave it in the comments below. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. The channel is really growing, getting a lot of good feedback. If there's anything that you guys would like to see on the channel, drop me a note. Until next time.